Yes, I feel free. Free to be you and me. We're here. Good morning. It's Sandy. It's Thursday, the 17th of February, 2011. Day number 4 of Say What with Sandy. Here we are. Thanks to everybody. We're going to jump right into it. Beautiful day outside again. They keep saying rain. Now it's going to be a rainy weekend and cool down a little bit, but still going to be close to 70 today. Beautiful day out. I know it's hard to tell since we've had to readjust the lighting schematic here. But that's the way it should be. Unfortunately, I have weekend plans outside, so hopefully that won't get too bad. What are we going to talk about today? We've gotten some great shout outs. People talking about the lighting, it's better. Some people not aware that yesterday we changed the lighting schematic, but and some people did. Richard in Florida, thanks for your feedback. Sean in Connecticut, hopefully you caught yesterday's show, and from here on out, hopefully you'll be able to see me a little bit better. That's good to know that people want to see me as opposed to just hear me. Juan came into us via Facebook about the New York Stock Exchange and my rant as it being taken over by the German government, or not government, I'm sorry, German company, I apologize. He says, yeah, we're, I think, whoring ourselves out is what the country has been doing. It was his thing. Bert from Mesa came in via Facebook. He's not concerned about German company. Germany is a very stable country with their economy and everything, so he's not concerned about that. But he does want to hear my thoughts on Egypt and my perspective. So we'll jump right into that. Egypt in the Middle East, last couple weeks. What does it mean for the region? As you can see, this, within hours, things have gone over to Bahrain, and in the last couple weeks, as did Egyptian stuff has gone down. I don't know exactly what wording to use. You've seen other Middle Eastern countries shuffle their cabinets. I think Jordan shuffled their cabinet to try to, be proactive in any uprising. Other countries have given their citizens money, several $1,000s, $2,000 or $3,000 per person, kind of, bribe, don't do anything, hey, look at you, we're here to make you happy type thing. It's still an unwritten script. It's great to see that it was a grassroots effort from the people in Egypt, but we don't know where it's going to go, who's going to take over. Things are slowly getting back to normal, but it is here to stay, and it looks like it's going to slowly, taking over the region, Hope, as long as it's for the better and, nothing radical comes out of it. Yes, there are different points of view and quite a bit, and we don't want any extremism, but yeah, I think, Mubarak could have walked away with, several billions of dollars, which could be for the people, and a lot of poor people. They just want a chance. They just want, the opportunity. So that's what the way I seem to think it. As long as it's for the greater good, and obviously there have been some deaths and some injuries of not only protesters but of journalists. You obviously don't want that to happen and won't want to minimize that. It's not a civil war. I'm not saying it can't be. You never know if things don't happen and people don't compromise and work together. Bahrain, the last 24 hours has really. They're quelling. I think tanks are surrounding the capital and the government. People are acting up. The big concern for us is Bahrain's a major Navy port for part of the Navy fleet over there for us. So we've got some interest in what goes on over there. Like I said, governments have been shuffled. Money has been paid to the people. Is this going to be a domino effect? I don't know. Earlier in the week, Iran started, sending out their army or their secret police to quell what little uprisings there were. But I think unfortunately the government's ready, and so as long as it's peaceful, it definitely needs to be done. And I would like the United States to stay out of it as much as possible. I think that was a great thing about Egypt. It was completely their own. Obviously, we have close ties with them, and a lot of the weaponry and the tear gas and a lot of the things come from our manufacturing. Ironically, things that we manufacture, and we're very close with Egypt and other countries over there. But this has to be their doing. We have to kind of I think we did a pretty good job of just stepping back and letting it happen naturally, and walk on eggshells. So hopefully, Bert, that is my perspective. Like most people, I want good things to come of it. It might not be as perfect as we want. It might be in other countries a little uglier than it was in Egypt. Um, but I think, like most people, we want the greater good and everybody's voice to be heard, not any one dominant, extreme cause or view. That's my philosophy on Egypt. Let me know what you think. Trying a couple new things today. Got sunglasses on. Um, People think it's cool. I did it with my how do you read a wine label video last week. Got a couple questions about why. Um, First and foremost, then it was an accessory. It was kind of something, since I don't have any hair on my head, kind of good to, have some accessory or something. I don't know. I like sunglasses. I have a lot of them. But then it dawned on me that, I have to glance down at the screen as I'm talking to you, and now you can't see my eyes, so you can't see me glancing down at the screen. I noticed that something as I was taping and rewatching it before we uploaded it that I tend to look at the screen and I have to, in this way with the glasses. You guys don't know what I'm looking around or not. So that's why I think I'm using them. Saw the movie last night, Cedar Rapids, Ed Helm from The Office and The Hangover, John C. Reilly, Anne Heche, and some other people. There was another gentleman, Stephen Root, Kurtwood Smith from That 70s Show, some little bit known bit players that you recognize, insurance agents that convene on Cedar Rapids for a convention, their annual convention. Ed Helm, the very conservative by the book, Pollyanna type insurance sales agent, shows up to his first convention. John C. Reilly and Heche, I should know this other actor's name, I'm sorry. Seasoned veterans at the convention, friends, good time, party, and almost corrupt Ed Helms' character Tim, and kind of funny, witty, really get John C. Reilly, great actor, Ed Helm, making his mark in the comedic world. Good movie, go see it. I don't want to tell too much about it, but a good funny movie, a little almost an independent type film, but I definitely recommend it. What else is there? Got my list. Current events, Bernie Madoff's in the news. I guess there's been a biography written about him or something, and he actually, I think, gave some information for it, sat down with the author, and bits and pieces are coming out now. He's under the belief that the banks had to know. He won't name names or banks names. Who knew what? I think his primary bank was J.P. Morgan Chase. He is also adamant that his family and people did not know. His wife, his son's brother, other investors did not know. So that's been coming out. Sorry, I keep itching my nose, got a little itch there. So that's with that. Charlie Sheen's in the news. He's given a couple interviews to the Dan Patrick Show the last couple of days. Did one on Monday, then he went back to do another one. All sprung about because he went to, I think, UCLA or UCSC baseball team. He's a big baseball fan, went to give a pep talk to the team. Remember, like Charlie Sheen a pep talk, and he literally may have told them to stay away from the crack, according to his interview on Dan Patrick. He told them, hey, don't go near the crack, and he admits that he's got some wild ways in him. He doesn't seem to be unapologetic, says he's never showed up on the set under the influence, but on drugs, but he may have had, be hung over the next day, and, some people think that's not a good thing, and, the big concern there is he employs, for that show alone, a couple hundred people are on that show. So it's, your people, when they're not filming and they're getting the episodes out and they're dealing with this, people aren't working and bringing home the bacon, and, he's more than just himself. But he knows he doesn't know if he has a problem, but he knows he likes to have a good time, He's not afraid to admit it. He knows he can party hard and work hard, so his attitude is like, let's work now, let's do this now, Gus. You don't know. He knows he's probably on a reckless course. Lance Armstrong retired. I think I've made it official from pro cycling. what's the name of it? I don't even know that. Now that he's not involved in it, I'm not even sure what the name of it's called anymore. That's sad. Tour de France, sorry, Tour de France. 7 of them. He also battled testicular cancer. So there's a lot of, wondering if he was on steroids. Never failed the test, but there's always been that wonder, especially after the cancer. My thought on that is, a trainer said to me a bunch of years ago, anybody coming back from testicular cancer has to take steroids, especially to be in that good of a shape and to accomplish what he did. It's almost impossible not to. I mean, I know people that have come back that have had transplants and have to stay on a regular diet of steroids for whatever reason. So, but he's never been busted, never had a failed test. So, until somebody can prove it, and it's just not hearsay, everybody gives him the benefit of the doubt. Did a burger yesterday, went out and had a little burger action. You're going to see a posting on my burger review on the phoenixexaminer.com. Search Scottsdale Burgers or my name. And did it where we do it. Carlsbad Tavern over in Scottsdale. Their green chili burger. Good stuff. Cooked the right way. Unique. Go check it out. It should be posted in time for this viewing or after you view this if you want. Or what else is there? Tried to swing by the Giants training camp this morning. Seems now isn't open to the public just yet. Wanted to get in there, see how the guys are doing. A lot of autograph seekers out there. In the past, sometimes you could just go over there, watch them loosen them up, take BP, throwing the ball around. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that they won the World Series and, the world champion and everybody wants a piece of them now, or maybe they just don't open the Scottsdale Stadium to them just yet. But there are a lot of people in the parking lot trying to get autographs as they come out or are in, depending upon what time they had to be there, what time they were leaving. So nothing yet from there. Tonight we're going to be in attendance at a Macallan Scotch whiskey tasting. Going to come to you with a review of that tomorrow with Eden LJ, brand ambassador for the Macallan Scotch whiskey. I've been to it before. Good time if you're into Scotch. You'll want to see this. I'll probably do a blog post on that tomorrow or in the next couple of days. My blog is pulling corks and forks.blogspot.com. Sorry about that. So you'll probably see that. Just doing some research. Get your thoughts in. Next week I am going to start doing a Academy Award preview. Academy Awards is next weekend, right? It's not this weekend. If not, I'm screwed and I'll screw up. But I'm going to do an Academy Awards preview. Being that I do dabble in the film business and know a little bit about it, and I've got my thoughts. For those of you that don't know, I've been trying to do some producing of films over the last few years, gotten into the film industry locally, had to have a script, Taming the Beast, about Charles Manson, that my partner wrote. Currently we've optioned it to some people that are trying to raise some money for it, that believe in it. Part of this video is why I've delved into this video and Say What with Sandy webisode. I'm also doing a little bit of co-hosting for the Discover the High Life TV. My friend Willie Man, I'm doing some hosting when it comes to food and wine episodes, producing behind the scenes. So that's why I might do my little take on the Academy Awards. I just got to confirm the date. I'm pretty sure it's next Sunday. I hope it's not this Sunday. Then I might have to go back to the drawing board. So that's what we've got coming up for you. See what the weekend brings. It's a long weekend. After tomorrow, President's Day next Monday. So I think I'm still going to do a show. I've got a lot to talk about with the Academy Awards and stuff coming up. So drop your thoughts. Sandy161 on Twitter, Facebook. Leave a comment here. I get them all. So we're going to be going out. Here we go. Some tunes. How we going to